Today we are going to start electrostatic potential and flux. So first we will explain electrostatic potential. What is the meaning of the electrostatic potential? Electrostatic potential at any point in a region of electrostatic field is the minimum work done in carrying a unit positive charge without acceleration from infinity to that point. Electrostatic potential is a scalar quantity. Its SI unit is volt. Now next one is electric potential difference. Difference, it means there are 2 points. So we explain electric potential difference between the 2 points. This is the origin O, x-axis, y-axis, and this one is the z-axis. There are 2 points, one is B and other is A. We join this line. The distance between A and O is R. And the distance between A and B is dr, a small distance. A test charge Q is placed at the point A. This is the test charge. And the charge plus Q is placed at the origin O. So we explain the electrostatic potential difference. It is defined as the amount of work done in carrying a unit positive test charge without acceleration from the point A to B against the electrostatic force of the field along any path between the 2 points. It is a scalar quantity. Its SI unit is also volt, or we can write Newton meter per coulomb. What we can write? Newton meter per coulomb. We write work done upon charge is equal to Vb minus Va. That is the potential difference, delta V. Now the next one is electrostatic potential energy. Energy means the work done. It is defined as the minimum work required to be done by the external force in moving without acceleration a test charge Q from A to B. In case of potential difference, we take the unit charge, that is the value of Q, as 1, and in case of electrostatic potential difference, electrostatic potential energy, we take the charge Q. Almost they are same. The difference is instead of taking unit charge, we are taking a test charge Q. So the W AB integral A to B f dx, f dr. Now electrostatic potential due to a point charge. a charge plus q is placed at the point O. There is a point P, distance r from O, where we have to calculate the electrostatic potential. According to the definition of the electrostatic potential, we have to bring a unit positive charge from infinity to that point. So it is impossible to move to the infinity. So we consider from the point P up to infinity, this distance is divided into infinite number of parts, and the length of one part is dx. This is the point B. This is the point A. Electric field due to the positive charge away from this, and this is infinity. This distance is dx, and the distance of the point O up to A is x. Suppose we have to calculate the electrostatic potential at any point P due to a single point charge plus q which is placed at O. As work done is independent of the path, so we choose a convenient path along the radial direction from infinity to the point P without acceleration. The electrostatic force on unit positive charge E, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught one upon x square. This is the value of the electrostatic force on unit positive charge along OA. This is along OA. So a small amount of work done in moving a unit positive charge from A to B, dW E dx. E dx cos 180. Cos 180 is minus 1, so we write minus E dx. This is the value of a small amount of work done. So the total work done W infinity to R dW infinity to R minus E dx. We write the value of E, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by x square dx. This is q. So we write minus q upon 4 pi epsilon naught infinity to R 1 upon x square dx minus q upon 4 pi epsilon naught x to the power minus 2 plus 1 minus 2 plus 1 infinity to R. minus q upon 4 pi epsilon naught minus 1 upon x infinity to r. This minus minus will become plus, so we write q upon 4 pi epsilon naught 1 upon r minus 1 upon infinity. First we write the upper limit, then we write the lower limit. 1 upon infinity is 0, so we have the value of w q upon a 4 pi epsilon naught 1 upon r. By definition, this is the electrostatic potential at the point P due to charge q. So we write V is equal to W is equal to q upon 4 pi epsilon naught r. This formula we use to calculate the potential at a point P. Now the variation of electrostatic potential V with distance and the variation of electric intensity E with distance. On the x-axis, we take the distance x and on the y-axis, we take the electric potential V and electric intensity E. Electric potential V and electric intensity E. We plot a graph. This is for E and this is for V. We know the value of V is proportional to 1 upon R from the relation V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q by r, and E, this is proportional to 1 upon r square. E is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon r square. Now we have to calculate the electrostatic potential at a point due to an electric dipole, and the point lies on the axial line of the dipole. Dipole consists two charges, plus q and minus q, separated by a distance 2a. On the axial line of the dipole, there is a point P, distance r from O, where we have to calculate the electrostatic potential. This is A and this one is B. So first we write the electric potential at P due to charge plus Q at A, V1 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon AP, and the AP is R minus A. So V1 is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon R minus A. Electric potential at P due to charge minus Q at B. V2 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught minus Q upon BP 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught minus Q upon R plus A. This is the value of the electric potential at the point P due to charge minus Q, which is placed at B. So the net electric potential at P due to the dipole, it is a scalar quantity, so the direction is not considered here. V1 plus V2 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R minus A 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon R plus A. We have to simplify this. We take common Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught common. Remainder is 1 upon R minus A minus 1 upon R plus A. Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught R square minus A square R plus A minus R plus A. R will cancel out. Q upon 4 pi epsilon naught 2A upon R square minus A square. But we know this relation, electric dipole moment P Q into 2A. So we write V is equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P upon R square minus A square. The value of R greater than A square can be neglected. So the value of V 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught P upon R square. This is the relation for the calculation of electrostatic potential due to the dipole AB of length 2A. Now the next topic is electrostatic potential at a point due to an electric dipole and the point lies on the equatorial line of the dipole. Consider a dipole AB consisting two charges plus Q and minus Q separated by a distance 2A. On the equatorial line of the dipole, there is a point P, distance R from O, where we have to find the electrostatic potential. We join A to P and B to P. The distance AP is under root R square plus A square and BP under root R square plus A square. So the electric potential at P due to charge plus Q V1 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon AP 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q upon under root R square plus A square. Electric potential at P due to charge minus q, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught minus q upon Vp, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught minus q upon under root r square plus a square. Electric potential is a scalar quantity, so V is equal to V1 plus V2. V is the net potential at the point P due to the dipole AB. So we write 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon under root r square plus a square minus 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught q upon under root r square plus a square. This will become 0. So what we observe, the electrostatic potential at any point on the equatorial line of the dipole is 0.